Now you know lots of different ways to create arrays and play around with them. But what can you actually do with all these properties and methods? In this section, we'll write a few short programs that show off some useful things to do with arrays. Problem is that you've never been to her house before, and later you'll have to find your way back home on your own. Luckily, you have a clever idea to help you with your problem on the way to your friend's house. You'll keep a list of all the landmarks you see. On the way back, you'll go through the list in reverse and check items off the end of the list every time you pass a landmark so you know where to go next. Building the array with push, let's write some code that would do exactly that. We start off by creating an empty array. The array starts off empty because you don't know what landmarks you'll see until you actually start walking to your friend's house. Then, for each landmark on the way to your friend's house, we'll push a description of that landmark onto the end of the array. Then, when it's time to go home, we'll pop each landmark of the array. Var landmarks equals landmarks.push my house, landmarks.push front car, landmarks.push flickering street lamp, landmarks.push leaky fire hydrant, landmarks.push fire station, landmarks.push cat rescue center, landmarks.push my old school, landmarks.push my friend's house. Here we create an empty array named landmarks and then use push to store all the landmarks you pass on the way to your friend's house. Going in reverse with pop, once you arrive at your friend's house, you can inspect your array of landmarks. Sure enough, the first item is my house, followed by front park, and so on through the end of the array, with the final item my friend's house. When it's time to go home, all you need to do is pop off the items one by one, and you'll know where to go next. Landmarks.pop. My friend's house. Landmarks.pop. Landmarks.pop. My house. Phew, you made it home. Did you notice how the first landmark you put in the array was also the last one you got out of it? And the last landmark you put in the array was the first one that came out. You might have thought that you'd always want the first item you put in to be the first item you get out, but you can see that it's sometimes helpful to go back through an array in reverse. It's actually very common to use a process like this in larger programs, which is why JavaScript makes pushing and popping so easy. Note this technique is known as a stack in computer speak. Think of it like a stack of pancakes. Every time you cook a new pancake, it goes on top like push, and every time you eat one, it comes off the top like pop. Popping a stack is like going back in time. The last item you pop is the first one you pushed. It's the same with pancakes. The last pancake you eat is the first one that was cooked. In programming jargon, this is also called last in, first out LIFO. The alternative to LIFO is first in, first out FIFO. This is also known as a queue, because it acts like a queue or line of people. The first person to join the queue is the first person to be served. Though, we need to find out how to get random numbers. Using math.random. We can produce random numbers using a special method called math.random, which returns a random number between 0 and 1 each time it's called. Here's an example. Math.random 0.8945409457664937 math.random. 0.3697543195448816 math.random 0.4831498013809323. It's important to note that math.random always returns a number less than 1 and will never return 1 itself. If you want a bigger number, just multiply the result of calling math.random. For example, if you wanted numbers between 0 and 10, you would multiply math.random by 10. Math.random 10. 7.64802732970565 math.random 10. 9.7565904534421861 math.random 10. 0.2148344297893345 rounding down with math.floor. We can't use these numbers as array indexes, though, because indexes have to be whole numbers with nothing after the decimal point. To fix that, we need another method called math.floor. This takes a number and rounds it down to the whole number below it, basically getting rid of everything after the decimal point. Math.floor 3.74634663. 3 math.floor 9.9999. 9 math.floor 0.79342345196346. 0. We can combine these two techniques to create a random index. All we need to do is multiply math.random by the length of the array and then call math.floor on that value. For example, if the length of the array were 4, we would do this. Math.floor math.random 4. 2 // could be 0, 1, 2, or 3 every time you call the code above. It returns a random number from 0 to 3 including 0 and 3. Because math.random always returns a value less than 1, math.random 4 will never return 4 or anything higher than 4. Now, if we use that random number as an index, we can select a random element from an array. Var random words equals explosion, cave, princess, pen. Random words math.floor math.random 4. Princess. The complete decision maker. Now let's create our array of phrases, and we can use this code to pick a random one. This is our decision maker. I'm using comments here to show some questions you might want to ask your computer. Var phrases equals. That sounds good. Yes, you should definitely do that. I'm not sure that's a great idea. Maybe not today. Computer says no. // should I have another milkshake? Phrases math.floor math.random 5. I'm not sure that's a great idea. // should I do my homework? Phrases math.floor math.random 5. Maybe not today. Here we created an array called phrases that stores different pieces of advice. Now, every time we have a question, we can ask for a random value from the phrases array, and it will help us make a decision. Notice that because our array of decisions has 5 items, we multiply math.random by 5. This will always return one of 5 index positions 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Time you run it. Var random body parts equals face, nose, hair. Var random adjectives equals smelly, boring, stupid. Var random words equals fly, marmot, stick, monkey, rat. // pick a random body part from the random body parts array. var random body part equals random body parts math.floor math.random3. // pick a random adjective from the random adjectives array. var random adjective equals random adjective as math.floor math.random3. // pick a random word from the random words array. var random word equals random words math.floor math.random5. // join all the random strings into a sentence. var random insult equals your random body part is like a random adjective random word. Random insult. Your nose is like a stupid marmot. Here we have 3 arrays, and in lines, and we use 3 indexes to pull a random word from each array. Then, we combine them all in the variable random insult to create a complete insult. And we're multiplying by 3 because random adjectives and random body parts both contain 3 elements. Likewise, we're multiplying by 5 because random words is 5 elements long. Notice that we add a string with a single space between random adjective and random word. Try running this code a few times, you should get a different random insult each time. Try it out. If you wanted to be really clever, you could replace line with this. var random word equals random words math.floor math.random. Random words.length. We know that we always need to multiply math.random by the length of the array, so using random words.length means we don't have to change our code if the length of the array changes. Here's another way to build up our random insult. var random insult equals your random body part is like a random adjective, random word. Join. Your hair is like a smelly fly. In this example, each word of the sentence is a separate string in an array, which we join with the space. As you've seen, JavaScript arrays are a way to store a list of values. Now you know how to create and work with arrays, and you have many ways of accessing their elements. Arrays are one of the ways JavaScript gives you to bring multiple values together into one place. In the next chapter, we'll look at objects, which are another way of storing multiple values as a single unit. Objects use string keys to access the elements, rather than number indexes. Try out these challenges to practice the skills you learned in this chapter. 1 New insults. Make your own random insult generator with your own set of words. 2 More sophisticated insults. Extend the random insult generator so it generates insults like your body part is more adjective than an animal's animal body part. Hint. You'll need to create another array. 3 Use or join. Make 2 versions of your random insult generator, one that uses the operator to create the string, and one that creates an array and joins it with. Which do you prefer, and why? For joining numbers, how could you turn the array 3, 2, 1 into the string 3 is bigger than 2 is bigger than 1? Using the join method. Objects in JavaScript are very